Emmett Murphy joining me on the desk for our first look at sports. Now, it was quite the year for Lakeland College Athletics.
Yeah, like you said, it's been a year unlike any other. Moses Waldo sat down with the athletic development manager, Aaron Rawlake, to discuss the wrestlers' success on the pitch, dismay on the basketball court, and the announcement of a national tournament.
I'm with the Lakeland Rustlers Athletic Development Manager, Aaron Rawlake, here to discuss all things Rustlers overall. It's been a pretty good sports season in 2012, and we'll kind of sum it up. Aaron, thank you for joining us.
Oh, anytime. Glad to be here.
Perfect. Well, we'll start off with the great successes and, of course, the boys soccer team. Fantastic job, both the guys and girls. Third year in for the program, and we're starting to see it build. Can we just discuss that a little bit?
Well, momentum. I mean, I think that's the best word to describe it, and you know, most of the credit obviously to the players, but to our coach Kevin Wagner. I mean, Kevin coaches both teams. You know, he's a busy guy running two programs, almost 40 student athletes that he directly looks after. So the commitment he's shown has passed over to those kids, and in the last 3 years he's built that program up. And this year it paid off. The men's team, you know, they got into the playoffs on a snowy day in October here. To get in by beating Medicine Hat and then upset the number 6 ranked team in the country in the quarters. Unfortunately lost to the eventual champions in the semi, but bounced back and brought home our first ever soccer medal, which was a bronze at the ACAC championship. So I mean, it's a huge step for the program. You know, some of the players that had been here since the start of it, to see them have some success and get something, you know, to kind of validate all their hard work was an impressive thing to see.
Yeah, and it was nice to see as well as the ladies program also develop a little bit too, as their growth has started to see it at least go up.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, that team has gotten a lot better. It improves every year. From our first year when we were, you know, having 5-6 goal differentials to, you know, just about every game this year was a tight game. We got to be on the giving end of a beating this year down in Lethbridge, where the girls took an 8-0 thrashing to the Kodiaks. So some nice steps. You know, a lot of that has to do with our partnerships with SAS Soccer and specifically Meridian Youth Soccer, where we're developing players, especially having that local flavor. Those two programs probably have the most local kids of any of our teams, and that's a real testament to the growth of the MISA program and Rustlers FC. So it's been a great partnership, and it's starting to pay off at the top end, which is the college level for soccer players locally.
Well, with a lot of ups, there's also some downs, and we'll talk about the basketball team, particularly the men's team. Coming in, Peter Sambu, the last 2 seasons, helped this Rustlers program develop to the way it needs to be, one of the top teams in the nation. Then his sudden departure, definitely a jolt to the system. We'll talk about that, as well as Tom Grote coming in and what's kind of transpired so far in the first half of the year.
Well, you know, Peter made a decision to leave the program. It was a bit short notice. You know, I had a good sense that it was bound to happen. We were kind of working in the shadows, making plans to just in case, and then, you know, Peter had to make the decision for his reasons to go. It was upsetting to our players, but truthfully a bit of a relief to some of our players too, that things were getting locked down now. We were quite thankful that Tom agreed to come in. I mean, you know, people locally know Tom's basketball knowledge. There's no question about it. Tom was with us a few years ago, and to have him back in the fold is a great thing. You know, that said, it's been a bit of a struggle. They're adjusting to, you know, a new coach, a new voice on the sidelines and at practice, and Tom coaches a different style than Peter does, so it's been a bit of an adjustment for our players. I don't think that their skill level is indicative of our record so far, and you know, with some chances to kind of bond over the Christmas break, get together a little bit, have some more practices. You know, I think they're poised for a good second half and a playoff push. I mean, they're not out of it by any stretch, so they got a better schedule in the second half, and I think we'll see some success from them. You know, obviously we're not 20-0. That's not going to happen this year, and may not happen in the ACAC, you know, for quite a long time again. So, you know, that was nice that we got that mark last year, but that's done and gone, and we're focused on this year and confident in Tom leading this program into the future.
The women's volleyball program is hosting nationals. Very exciting time for the school. It's its 100th birthday as well, coming around in 2013. And this is the first ever national tournament hosted by Lakeland. Exciting times, and there's a lot of buzz going around.
Yeah, you know, I've had some sleepless nights. Some of them I think, you know, I wake up and I'm excited that we're hosting this tournament. The next night I'll wake up and thinking, what have we gotten ourselves into? But you know what? The community of Lakeline College, the community of Lloydminster is rallying behind us to help host this event. It's a big endeavor for us. We're one of the smaller schools that have ever hosted this championship, so it's going to be a good fit. And you know, I know you know full well. I mean, we've got a good team. You know, our girls are ranked top 10 nationally. They probably should be even higher. They're a force to be reckoned with. We're, you know, big, athletic, well coached. I mean, Austin Dyer has done a heck of a job with them. It's been a building plan. We talked about this 3 years ago about putting a bid in. We kept Austin in the loop the whole time. And as it progressed forward, we got a sense that, you know what, we're probably going to get awarded the championship. So he built the team accordingly. We're a very veteran team, you know, with a couple of fifth years, some fourth years, third years. Really, the team really runs one pure rookie out of high school. So they've got experience. They don't get rattled. I mean, and the proof is there. They're sitting at 9-1 right now, and at the top of the ACAC standings. So they're going to be a force to reckon with in our own gym. I mean, it is a tough place to play. We've got great fan support for that team, not just from you know, the parents that all come, but the student body and the local community. I mean, volleyball's popular here, especially on the girls' side of things. So we get a lot of people that come out, watch and cheer, and then and of course we've become somewhat infamous for the drum guys that are in the front with the drums going absolutely bananas and getting the crowd all fired up.
Thank you, Aaron, for joining us here, and a pleasure to kind of talk to you about what's coming up for 2013 and how the teams are going to progress.
Yeah, anytime, Moses.